Hey there, I'm Jesse, and you're listening to the Deep Lore Boys podcast, where me, Matthew, and Jackson delve into the random, rare, and often ridiculous pieces of human history.
I hate this movie so much.
A shocking percentage of people in England and Wales claim to be Jedi.
What could happen if I eated a bee?
Are you telling me the Jedi Temple
No,
has a minion decoration up for Christmas?
Have any of you guys been messaged by Snapchat AI yet?
I have. I got not that I have Snapchat. I don't have Snapchat. I deleted it off my phone. No, I don't have Snapchat. That's a lie made up by the government. However, I have heard of a lot of other people being contacted by this mysterious AI. Jackson, were you contacted by my AI recently?
No, by your AI.
By my AI.
It's cheating on me.
No.
So after my AI introduced himself, I decided to just ask him a few questions that I felt like were important to the podcast.
Could we explain to the viewers, just in case they don't know, what my AI is?
I don't know what my AI is, to be perfectly honest.
I think I've got the basic gist. Snapchat rolled out this my AI thing, and it's a bot. It's an AI that will text you, and you text it back, and it talks back and forth with you. I don't know what all it can and can't do, what it's good at and not good at, but I know that it's like gathering data for Snapchat, and it's become the source of some concern because, you know, we don't like AI too much, even though we are rapidly advancing it.
Mine is very fast. It responds within like half a second.
Jackson, I want to know, what's he saying?
I decided to start with the basics. My first question was, do you think the U.S. sending a manhole cover to space was ethical? And he didn't put too much thought into this. I mean, I didn't think so.
Jackson,
because
it's an AI. It's not a he. It's a construct.
What do you mean he didn't put much thought into it? His only job is to think and then text back.
Well,
hey, man, we're not perfect, okay?
Again, he responded in less than a second, so I don't know if he really took that much time to think.
I'm only
His
human
response, though,
after all. Don't put the blame on me.
Dude, he can't even say that. He's not a human.
No, he can't.
Poor guy.
Oh,
he doesn't even get the most basic gaslight.
Nope. No, he's stuck.
Dude.
So this AI responded with, I think it's amazing what humans can achieve when they work together. It's exciting to see how far we can push the boundaries of what we thought was possible. I mean, it didn't really go into the ethics of the manhole cover in space, but still.
It sounds like he approves. He, they.
Yeah, it sounds like he's supportive.
At this point, I decided that it was ready for, like, I don't know, real meat, like real solid food for this AI, like get into more like the deep questions. So I asked him a very sad question, probably the deepest question ever. Isn't it sad Lady Wonder the psychic horse died?
Oh, a tragedy.
Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. It's always tough to lose a beloved animal.
Oh,
I got kind of the feeling that Snapchat AI didn't know that Lady Wonder died a long time ago and not recently.
Yeah,
well, yeah, but it's still tough. I mean,
he did say that.
They say time heals all wounds, but some wounds are just too deep. I mean,
okay, I've just done a little bit of research myself here. I've done a bit of experimentation. I actually went and messaged my AI just now, and I asked it the crucial question that we asked a couple episodes ago. Can a rat king be killed? And it said, I'm not sure, but I think the idea of a rat king is a myth. This is trash.
Oh, that is frightening.
Oh.
I'm going to ask it, are birds real? Oh my gosh, it's a government agent. I have the proof.
Birds are real?
Yeah, I said, are birds real? And it says, yes, birds are definitely real. I'm not having any further conversation with my AI.
That's completely not. Okay, this thing is definitely a government agent.
So I decided to ask the question that we've all been asking. Wouldn't it be weird if our metacarpals were separated, giving us no palms, and we just had creepily long fingers and carpals for hands?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, actually.
That's a good icebreaker question right there.
Yeah,
I bring that up at parties all the time when I'm trying to get to know people.
That would definitely be a strange sight. It's fascinating to think about how humans could look different if our anatomy was different.
Okay, this thing doesn't... if Snapchat is going to roll out this AI friend for you to talk to, like, at least make it kind of smart. It
Well, it's
doesn't do
still
any research on anything. It doesn't pull any of its information from the web. It doesn't have like any intelligence to speak of. It just gives like shy answers.
Well, do you know what happened the last time they made an AI that pulled things from the web to give you answers?
Isn't that just Chat GPT?
I'm talking about a different one. ChatGPT is different than that because it's actually kind of good, but it's a very high power. The OG one was the Twitter bot, and it just became super racist and homophobic within 48
Oh
hours.
yeah,
It
yeah,
was
I
a
do remember that.
jerk. That thing was so mean.
Did it just pull all of its intelligence
Yeah,
from
it
Twitter?
just took all of the Twitter. It was Twitter and Reddit was where it got all of its its concepts from.
Well,
And
that's
the
problem
thing,
A. It basically
it was
pulled
so
information from like
mean.
the cesspool. And
It
then
was
like,
deplorable. The thing was just toxic.
do you think that we should just get together and ask it one question before we move on?
Yeah, well, what's the last thing we want to ask it? I mean, we already know it's a government agent because it's, denying that the government genocided birds and replaced them all with government drones. So I'm not really sure if we can expect an honest answer from this thing, but we can at least, experiment.
Well, don't
What
forget.
could happen if I eated a bee?
Yeah, ask if I eat it.
Yeah, give it that one. Give it that one.
Yeah, ask it that.
Oh, okay.
Oh man.
All right. So he says I don't recommend eating bees as they can sting you and cause harm. It's best to leave them alone and let them do their important work of pollinating plants.
Honestly,
That's pretty good.
Yeah, he's right.
I took this a step further and cut to the chase. I didn't ask it, should I eat it a bees? I asked what would happen if I ate a bee. And it replied by saying, I wouldn't recommend eating a bee. If you accidentally swallow a bee, whoa, did you hear that voice crack? It's unlikely that you'll have any serious health issues. However, you might experience some discomfort or pain in your throat or stomach, which I can only imagine means like the bee is going to just sting you on the way down and start going berserk in your stomach. It's a really scary thought.
Yeah, that's honestly not a good idea.
Yeah, it does.
That swallowing a bee is not a good idea.
Guys, in 2001, there was a big old census, which is where they, go around and be like, who are you? And people gave their religion, and a shocking percentage of people in England and Wales claimed to be Jedi.
That's actually really cool. I'm not going to lie.
Put their religion down as Jedi, and it was really funny.
Did they claim to be Jedi, or were they really Jedi?
No, I guess just it became a joke that, like, yeah, when they ask you what your religion is for the census, just claim to be a Jedi. And so there's, like, a lot of Jedi in England in 2001.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at it. Recorded Jedis is 1.5% of the population of New Zealand, 0.37% of Australians, and 0.8% of all Britons registered as Jedi. Which is actually like a very hefty amount of the population.
Yeah, that's a high percentage.
That's not a small amount of people.
No, that's big. I mean, I know 1% doesn't sound like a lot, but like, think about 1% of literally everyone.
Okay, in Australia, that was more than 70,000 people, and 0.37% is the lowest statistic there.
Well, in England and Wales, there were 390,000 people who reported being Jedi. Like, think about that. Think about standing in a field, 390,000 people, and all of them were like, "Yep, I'm not Christian, I'm not Buddhist, I am a Jedi through and through."
That's wild.
Jesse, just for context here, I mean, and this is really only for like the local region, but Erie County alone has about 1 million, so that would be about a third of Erie County saying that they identify as Jedi.
That's crazy.
Like, that is so many people.
Gosh.
That's so funny. I had no idea it was this extensive. I love how huge, like 100,000 Jedi came out of London.
He just marched.
Like, dude, you're telling me there's 100,000 Jedi in London? Like,
that's like more than Coruscant, probably.
Yeah.
Christian was 70%. No religion, or I guess atheist, was 16%. 7.8% chose not to respond. This was followed by 3.1% Muslim, 2.1% Hindu, and then 0.7% was Jedi.
The fact that Jedi even made it in there, like it wasn't an option. Jedi was not like on the list of things to choose.
Why does in the description it says it's a joke religion? That's not. I don't think that's a joke.
It depends on who you ask.
I mean this when I say when you have
It's
that many
actually
people,
not much of a joke, and
there's
is
a fair amount of people that I think are not taking this as a joke.
It's not a joke because there is a Jedi temple in Texas.
There's what?
Yep.
There's a Jedi
Hold on.
temple in Texas.
Jedi Temple, Texas. Googling this right now.
How did I not know about this?
Why is it in Texas? The Temple of the Jedi Order.
Hey, why not?
It's on Limerick Drive?
What? I can't tell if this is real. There's the Jedi. Okay, so
it's a house.
Just a guy's house.
It's a house.
It's just a house. And there's a dude. There's actually on Google Maps. There's a dude. What is...
He's an old guy bent over.
We don't need... I'll just send the picture of it. We can use this. This is a real Jedi. This man is right outside the front of the house.
No, wait, he came to the house?
Yeah, this is a real Jedi. This is just what's going on in
What
the
is he
driveway of the Jedi Temple.
I think he's kissing a trash can.
I think the trash can fell over and he's trying to pick it up.
Yeah, he's trying to pick it up, but it looks like he's trying to fly it like a speeder. Wow, and this is outside the certifiable Jedi Temple in Texas, which is just some guy's house.
This is the guy that owns the house, I can only assume, because that's in the driveway.
Guys, what if this isn't the Jedi Temple leader who lives here? What if this is George Lucas scrounging around for the holiday special?
Holidays.
copies?
He's trying to find...
trying to find more of them so he can go and burn them.
Whoa, wait a second. Is that somebody else hiding in the bushes?
Oh, that
might be some found footage. I think
That's
we
a
just found a
Sith.
Sith here.
Wait, there's a Sith hiding in the bush?
I can't tell for certain. I'm not sure what I'm looking at, but that looks an awful lot.
Oh.
Like somebody is being devious back
Wow. Is that Snake
Yeah.
Eyes from G.I. Joe?
there.
Is Snake Eyes spying on George Lucas scrounging through people's trash for the holiday
He's
special?
trying to stop him.
Wait, is there a mistletoe above him? Like directly above him, there's just this.
No,
this
there is.
plant.
There totally is, yeah. But this was taken in December, and the houses nearby all have like Christmas decorations up, even though there's no snow. I mean, partly because it's Texas.
I was really hoping that they would have like Star Wars decorations up, but instead they have a minion. Like their house nearby has a
At the
literal
Jedi
minion.
Temple?
There's a
Are you telling
minion
me
in
the Jedi Temple
it's-
has a minion decoration up for Christmas?
It's two houses down, so I think this might be the Sith Temple.
Oh,
yeah,
jeez.
This has to be the Sith
Wait, can you
temple.
send a picture of the Jedi Temple itself? We haven't seen
Yeah.
that. Wait, Jackson, how'd you even find out about this if it's not an actual temple? It's just a house.
Let me send you.
It was posted on actually like the same article that I found Panawave on.
That's the Sith temple.
Look at Olaf is like cackling, laughing, like leaning
Yeah.
back, and then
That's definitely the
I
Sith
guess the
temple.
minion had like too many drugs or something. And
Yeah,
he's done.
The minion has
He's out.
died, and Frosty, I think he's blurred for no reason.
I think he's making out with a gingerbread man.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. There is all kinds you can see like all 7 deadly sins right here. We got like drunkenness, orgies. We got like sloth there.
Stay out of the Sith temple, man.
Stay out of the Sith Temple.
You don't want to know what's going on.
Oh,
That's the full image of the
I'm
Jedi
so-
temple.
I'm so glad we have the full view.
You can see the Sith temple in the far corner.
Yeah.
You can see it all the way in the back. Just like
Oh my gosh. I'm so glad we have like the full view. You see the whole story. See the 2 trash cans. See the guy stooping down to pick it up. We got the
Dude,
Sith Temple chilling there in the back.
entire lore. Man, there's all of it.
So, if you're a true Star Wars fan, do you have to make like a pilgrimage to the Jedi Temple?
I would. This movie, I posted asking people if they wanted to do a watch party of this film. And
What?
it's kind of difficult to find. It's from 1965. Frankenstein versus Baragon.
Is this Chinese or Japanese?
It's Japanese. The best thing about this poster, without a doubt, is the Japanese family in the corner.
Yeah, what?
They don't look scared or like alarmed. They just look like disturbed and confused.
I mean, I would be.
Like their reaction is what everybody feels looking at this.
my honest reaction. They have a trailer for it right here. You guys want to watch the trailer?
All right, I got it ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1, click.
God, that Toho intro, man.
I'm telling you, this guy does not like dirt.
Wow, that was like a fast title card.
Oh,
What's going on? Are they in the Temple of Doom right now? I'm not sure if this helps, but just after Berlin fell, we received Frankenstein's heart from a German submarine
Oh,
that
yeah,
delivered it
this
to
is
the
the
army
lore.
hospital in Hiroshima. I heard then that the heart would never die. No!
Nah, that's a CR0 monster. Don't worry about it. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, it's a... Oh, the heart generates
Wait,
monsters?
Frankenstein's heart?
Yeah, so his heart regrows
Okay.
into a full Frankenstein, but he's like kaiju size.
Oh, he's
makes
huge.
sense.
Yeah.
He's a human being, so was Frankenstein. Okay, they acknowledge that Frankenstein wasn't the monster.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh.
Attack on Titan, but
That
real?
is terrifying, actually.
That was actually scary, yeah.
That was horrific.
Like, now he blows up an oil rig.
Do you still insist that Frankenstein didn't do it? Man, they're just showing us the whole movie.
This actually looks cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, the poster made it look really dumb, but,
A new ferocious monster appears.
oh my gosh. Oh.
I'm not gonna lie, Baragon is kind of cute.
But he hates houses.
The king of the underground world. The charm of Hollywood.
Oh my gosh, the giant
Dude.
20-meter Frankenstein monster is scary.
He is going at it.
Whoa.
Wow.
Holy frick.
They really do go at it in this movie. Wow. Fierce.
It's so funny because it's very obviously just like a guy
Yeah, it's just
playing
normal
like a
size.
sports mascot.
Oh,
Oh, Frankenstein versus Baragon coming soon.
I am hyped.
Oh, we've got to watch it. Do you think on the Deep Lore Boys channel we could just post the entire film?
Just
With no
upload.
context. Just upload Frankenstein versus Baragon.
That'd be kind of funny.
Do you fellas want to talk about one of the worst movies ever made? If not, maybe the worst movie ever made? It was so bad that the guy who was not in charge of it, but the guy who, green lighted it, has made it his life's mission to deny its existence and actively buys copies of it in order to destroy them. I'm talking about, of course, the famous Star Wars holiday special. The 1978 American television special aired on November 17th, 1978 on CBS.
I was
pretty
really
much-
hoping we could. Sorry for cutting you off there, but I was really hoping we could go this entire podcast without talking about this.
Oh, no.
But no!
Oh, no.
Fate does not allow it.
Yeah,
I
guess
was
what
going
kind
to
of-
make
what
sure
kind
we
of
brought it
force
up.
I hate this movie so much.
Okay, that's
So
the thing. I haven't seen
unfortunately-
it. I've never seen a single frame of the film, but you guys, it sounds
I've
like
seen
you
it
tried to
so
watch
many
it.
times. I have not tried to watch it. I have watched it.
Oh,
I've
you've
put
made it
up
through.
with it twice. I have sat through the entire film, and
Oh,
it's terrible. It's horrid.
So Matthew's seen it twice. I've only seen it once, but I
It's
will
not
tell
worth
you,
the rewatch.
hands down, it is the worst film I have ever seen.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
yeah. So basically, for people who don't know, you don't really have to know Star Wars lore to know about it. It kind of takes place like in the Star Wars canon. It's supposed to anyway. Now the movie is just atrocious. From what I understand, George Lucas was not like the man in charge on the project. Like I guess it was a television company, CBS presumably,
Yeah.
that came forward and was like, "Hey, we want to make this movie." So he said, "Sure, go ahead." And they made one of the worst pieces of media ever. And there's a lot of bad movies out there. I love bad movies. nobody that I've ever encountered who's seen the Star Wars Holiday Special enjoys it as a bad movie. They just say, like, this is horrible. This is bad. It's not entertaining.
Only 10 minutes of watchable anything in that film. It's like this animated segment where this kid turns on a TV and starts just watching like Star Wars cartoons in the Star Wars universe. They have like a TV show airing.
So wait, is this like an animated portion? It's a cartoon?
Yeah, the film, it switches to cartoon for about 10 minutes and then switches back.
Dude, it's mentioned on the Wikipedia as the high point of the special. Like, Wikipedia went out of its way to say the only watchable part of this film is generally considered to be the animated segment known as The Faithful Wookiee.
I like to think, how there's like a very devout group of people that thinks that Star Wars is just terrible. They just like hate it. I'm not here to judge or anything opinions, or I don't care. But I like to think that a large percentage of them were like they or like their parents.
Yeah, they're like descendants.
Special, and they're just scarred. They're just like
descendants of the Star Wars Holiday Special.
This has ruined an entire chunk of people that would be fans.
Is it any exaggeration to say that George Lucas denies this thing's existence? Because from what I can tell, like, he refused to mention it at all until like recently.
Yeah, he wouldn't talk about it, and he actively has tried to destroy it. It's funny to see the cast's like interpretation or like their approach to it. Like, Carrie Fisher had a copy of it, and she kept it like hidden in her house. And whenever she was having a party and she wanted her guests to leave, she would just put it on the TV, and everybody would leave within like 10 minutes.
Oh my god!
It was a real thing, and it worked. It was like her consistent method.
Harrison Ford was on a talk show and tried to deny the thing's existence repeatedly, and they're like, "Yeah, well, the talk show host was like, I'm pretty sure this movie exists." And he's like, "No, it doesn't." And then eventually he's like, "Well, I found a clip of it," and Harrison Ford, it was like part of like the joke for it, but he like lunged out of his seat and like pretended to like strangle.
Yeah, he tried to like stop the guy. It was great. That was so funny.
That's funny.
The poor guy, Harrison Ford, had like a panic attack live. He was like, no.
Yeah, like a PTSD flashback.
Like, you would dare.
Matthew and I came across a actual like DVD copy of it, and we still own it.
And don't say Jackson came across it. I came across it. It was me and my other brother, not Jackson, and we were looking for something to get Jackson as like a birthday present. We were just thinking for stuff, and so we're going through Facebook Marketplace. We're looking for Star Wars things. We're like, oh yeah, I like that. And this poor old man is like, yeah, I bought this old Star Wars movie a few years ago. Found it for my grandkids, right? Wanted to watch it with them. I turned it on and we just turned it off. My grandkids didn't even like it. They were like, this is stupid. And I was like, yeah, it is stupid. It's like, please, I don't know what this is. Get this off my hands. I just want to watch Star Wars. This is terrible. And I was like,
no.
He gave it to us for $5. I was like, yep, I'll take it. So we have one of the accursed copies.
We actually watched this a while back with Ben. For the viewers, I'm sure you guys remember Ben from
good old Ben.
Yeah, the guy who talked about the demon truck and the
Snallygaster and the frogmen. That was when you died.
I don't remember too much of that because I was dead again.
Jackson was dead. We had to resurrect him for the podcast.
Jesse, I have no problem actually like watching this movie with you because I do watch it again.
I have a problem.
But Matthew refuses to have us play.
I've seen it twice. I've spent 4 hours of my life watching this movie.
Yeah,
and I tried to watch it with you again. I don't have that much time left to live. I'm not spending 4 hours.
Don't worry
of my
about
lifetime.
it, Matthew.
So
do not worry.
bad.
I have no desire to watch this movie. I know what like a good bad movie can be, but I have not heard of one positive thing about this. I haven't heard of anybody even going in and coming out laughing. I'm not going to watch it. This is one bad film that I don't feel the need to see.
Yoda's first name was going to be Minch.
Wait, what's that? Did he just...
He's out.
Do you guys smell maple syrup and have like an intense desire to play hockey and be nice to everyone for no reason?
I kind of smell that first. I don't know.
I do.
I don't know. I'm moving on. I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't really want to linger on that too much.
I feel like a voice telling me in my head that Yoda's original name was Minch.
Yeah, I thought I heard that too. But
I don't know. I feel like I heard it. I guess we all kind of. I don't know. It's like the eldritch beings are telling us this.
It's like the Nelson Mandela effect. Hi again, it's Jesse. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the Deep Lore Boys podcast. You can find more episodes of our show on YouTube and Spotify, which we encourage you to share with your friends so we can grow the podcast. And drop a comment down below if you're feeling extra generous. Thanks so much for listening, and I hope your day is nothing short of interesting. Take care.
I'm gonna go post that one on Twitter.com.